got good music. One, two, three, check. Everything's good. Hello, everyone. It's another day of Jump King. Silence, under the weather. So, Duo Chaos stream is, yeah, it's not happening today, so don't worry. We're just gonna jump some more. I'm gonna hate myself. At least I've had a few days since playing this. This will be the only music we hear until we get past the, you know, Bargainville guy for like 2 seconds. I wish the whole game just had stuff like this the entire time. Well, there's mods for that or something. Well, session 3. Let me just make sure everything's going well. Was I face planted starting off? Face planted starting off. That's funny. I'm back to finding the game funny. That's big thing there. So, anyways, we're trying again. I think we're like close to halfway. I'm not sure. And now I have to remember everything with a, you know, it's all muscle memory from here. I am doing incredibly well for not having done this in a few days. I stand corrected. Well, we could have done worse. The already back up is pretty nice. We're doing good. It's only been 5 hours since starting this game. Over the course of 2 days. That was lucky. I didn't hold down the entire time. I'm forgetting where my jumps got to be. Could be worse. Could be worse. I gotta think of the positive. Could have been worse. We're good. We're good. I'll get through it. I'll get through it. Let me just take a second here. I want to make sure my macros are running. That keep my announcement that we are multi-streaming. So if I am talking to anyone and you don't see any text near the area, that is because I don't have the text on the video, and I am triple streaming. So that was close. That was real close. That was not good. I'm so happy I figured out how to do that earlier. Yeah. Sneezing is terrible. Anyone else getting pollen and stuff in the area for them? Oh no. I got through that so much easier than normal. I'm gonna forget completely. My muscle's gonna be like, muscle memory's gonna make this all horrible eventually. Well. Okay. We're back into a spot that we can be at and survive. Good. Oh no. Oh yes. Survival. We got through it. Thank God. Could have been worse otherwise, wouldn't it? You know, the strangest thing I've been noticing while playing this game. On YouTube, no one cares about it, but on Twitch, everyone watches the VODs for some reason. So if you're watching this, let me know. Because, I find that interesting. Oh no. Okay. It's just me mindlessly babbling on while doing this for hours on end. I mean, yeah, it could be worse. Always look on the bright side. Otherwise, you're mired in complete darkness, and you've got nothing better to go for it. Ha ha! Passed it again, the first big hurdle. Forgot about that. Okay. Hey! Not bad for a mistake, right? Oh, it's so much better than it could have been. Oh, it scared me so much. I wonder how far everyone else has gotten with this game or whatnot, because I don't think I'll beat the game. I'm gonna certainly try, but I'm a realist, and there's no real way I'm going to succeed. Where am I? Oh, I see. How am I supposed to? Oh, okay. How am I supposed to do this? I'm trying to figure this out. So there's like no ledges up here at all. So I'm trying to jump and get my bearings. I mean, I can kind of jump to the top. I think. Am I bouncing from the top over? Am I doing this? Okay, yeah. Gotta scare that crow. Oh, evil crow. So that's how you get to the crow then. I know it's a joke thing, and I don't need to. But I have to, you know? Why would I do that? Foolish me! Foolish me! Oh no, I really overshot that. Ah, thank God. Could have been so much work. I'm gonna make a big mistake at some point. Oh no. Yeah, well. It's a lot less boring because we have at least a little music from the little thing you keep hearing. The forest drives me mad, but this place is not half bad. You know what I mean? It's not half bad. Almost. Almost. No, no. Oh. No, 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 not again. Not again. No, not again, again. Curses. Falling back into another area. But we're fresh, and so it's a lot easier. I say that after failing some incredibly easy jumps that constantly cause the issue. No, no, no. Back down we go. Oh. What do you guys look for when you watch these kind of videos of people just mindlessly having problems? Do you like the chatter? Do you like the pain, the anguish? You just want to see someone succeed or fail? What do you guys get out of it? Do you guys all have already beaten this game or played it for a certain degree and just want to see someone else have to endure all these horrible problems in the same rage-induced terrible platformer? Too much. No! Oh well. Ugh. There we go. It's ironic how many tips and tricks you could probably give just for this game when you played it long enough. You just learn all the secrets of where to do full jumps and not to worry about it and all that other stuff. Oh no. Close one. It could have been a lot worse. Always looking on the bright side of this game, I swear. I say that I've only been 10 minutes out of it. Wow. Having some bad times here, aren't I? Every jump is special. That's what they need to put in this game. Every jump is special. I mean, because you fall down so much, it must be a more enjoyable video for some people to watch. People like, you know, play through this and stuff because it's constantly changing the area. You get at least a little decent at it. You're just constantly failing and trying to climb all the way back up with all that you've learned. I've always hated those long drops in games like this, though. Because you don't get a chance to really try those areas you're bad at, you know? You could be so much better if you were just redoing the same level 1,000 times, but you're always back here. You're always back at the start, you know? I've never had this problem before today. But here we are. Having trouble with the sewers at that exact spot now. That's the thing that happens to this. Every time you replay it, there's just one jump that you're going to have a hard time with. Maybe a few sometimes. But it's like, it's different every day you play it. We are literally at the start. Literally. From half the game away. From halfway through it, back to the damn start. Which honestly explains why, you know, the game only takes 4 minutes to beat if you know exactly the jumps to make. I do not know the exact jumps to make, nor can I do it. Oh. My hands are not in the best of moods today. Jumps I don't have to do much anymore. The old jumps get really boring though. I don't like the forced. It bores me here. Catacombs, or sewers I should say, not catacombs. There's no corpses here. Maybe. Are still not enjoyable. I don't like this spot right here. I've been here so much, you know what I mean? And then you go. I don't like this so much. It's just always getting stuck there. It's a really fun game for the most part, but it's just so difficult that the same areas have really started to bore me a lot more than it should. So it's just infuriating. Like right here, I'm not having fun. When I get up to the berg though, I'm having a lot of fun there. But we always end up falling back down. Close. Finally, getting a little higher. I don't know if it's the successes or just constantly doing the same thing that drives me mad. Alright, we got past that without too much trouble. Once we get up there, it gets a lot better. No! I can under and overdo those little short jumps so easily. Oh, thank God. We're now, at least for the moment, unable to fall off. Now we can fall off. And now we're good. Yes. The berg again. So happy. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are really upset by hearing his music all the time. But for me, it's safety. And back down. I undershot the jump, and we're back down here. This is the pain. All because of that one little jump. That one little jump is terrible. It's these small little spots they have in this game just to catch you off guard and slip and slide you off to the worst possible places that you could possibly imagine. I did it again. Too much. You know, I'd have a mind to start, like, adding some music while I'm playing the video, or playing the game and stuff, so the VODs wouldn't be nearly as boring as just me talking while watching this nightmarish amount of nothing going on, you know? Add something fun to it. You know, not just the sound of the catacombs. That really is my biggest qualm with the game, is the lack of music while you're playing. There's nothing to invigorate me or change music and make the game less monotone, I should say. I mean, look, we've gone down here so many times. The caged old man, shut up. That's a lot. He's a really big rambler. At least we're back to here. Oh. This area at first was intimidating. It is now probably one of my favorite zones to jump, because once you're here, it's just... I like the clouds in the background, I like the relation, the music and stuff, kind of getting a little bit from the last to this. It's just, that little spot makes me feel calm, settled, that I can succeed. I don't have to go back to the sewers. Well, obviously, we're going to have to go back to the sewers multiple times, but at least for now, we're not in the sewers. And that makes it feel much more important, because this is a lot more fun. Jumping. And I just end up back there. I'm just so happy. Because I didn't end up in the sewers. Which is where we end if we fall out. You know, over jumping is less bad than under jumping there. Maybe I should focus on that. Make the big jumps at work instead of the small jumps, because then when I overdo it a bit, it's not so bad. That was almost a trip back into the sewers. Not good. Not good. Oh, we passed it. We passed it. Yeah, sneezing. Terrible. Allergies. No, I don't have allergies. Just pollen, I guess. I was outside today. Pollen's everywhere. Oh no. Oh yay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, please. Please. Well, we're risking the sewers again. I've gotten a lot better at that statue jump. That I'm very upset that I overjumped the last jump though, because it's still a huge risk at that statue. Like right there. There we go. See, I undershot it just by a nanosecond. And good. All right. There we go. There we go. Back to a little bit of safety, right? Right. It's safety to me. It's just not being in that spot. Oh, this area has a little bit of ambient music. Undershot again. Could have been so much worse. Just always keeping to the areas and jumps that I know. There's probably other ways to get up than the ways I go. But these are the ones I'm used to. I wish there were other ways that could avoid being cast back down into the sewers. But the sewers it is. There we are. Safe at last. Oh well. Okay, that's not too bad. I wouldn't mind if it just stopped me. Like, if every, area was, a longer checkpoint and not just back to the sewers. Don't mess up here. You'll go back all the way. I'd be a little happier if there was, a more permanent checkpoints in a game like this. Now, I know that gets away with a lot of the dangers and problems, but yeah, from a gameplay perspective. It kind of, it's kind of better that way, you know. I don't know why I did that. But I didn't full jump it like I should have. And just gotta keep climbing and jumping. Well, that counts as a fall if I didn't slam my face on the ground. that did. I wonder, are there any other in-game things for funny? Oh, we can see how many jumps we had. Almost 10,000 jumps. Over 1,000 falls. So we have a over 10% chance of slamming down and falling every time I jump. Like that. Could be a lot worse, you know. Could be a lot worse. That's all I'm saying lately. It's just I'm just reminding myself, hey, it could be so much worse than it is, you know. I could be back in the sewers. There's nothing fun about that. Could be a lot worse. Oh, well. We'll get it next time. Probably not, but you know, hopefulness, optimism. If I lie to myself enough, I'll believe it. We've been at this for 30 minutes, and we have very little. I mean, we had a little bit. We saw the. We tried to reach the crow. You know, I'm going to fall back anyway. So maybe I'll fall into the crow later. Maybe I should make my jumps, ignoring the crow, and then maybe I'll find the crow as well. Give me 1 second, everyone. Since it's been 30 minutes, I just want to make sure all my stuff is working. Had menus up that might have caused issue in other things that I don't want to have to deal with. Just try to make sure everything's fine here. I had some popped up and it didn't work. I'm just making sure. Okay, we're good. I'll try to figure out more stuff with everything later so I don't have to check so much. Whew. That was a close one. You know, I can't believe I've been doing this for almost 6 hours. Reminds me back when I used to do raids in Final Fantasy XIV. 8 hours of practice a week for a single boss fight that we could never choreograph and figure out. There are so many groups that would blame me for all the failures. I was a Dragoon back in the day, if you remember how bad that was. There's a reason the class was so poorly balanced. It was always known for the people that would die because everything would lock you into animations. And they never had the typical way that Final Fantasy did it with this was you'd be invincible during those animation jumps and stuff. Not in 14. No, no, no. make it horrible for you. And then they eventually amalgamated all the classes to be exactly the same, and then the game became completely boring. And then everyone quit. They made crafting useless. They try to say it's useful. It's not. You only craft to be able to make the furniture early. So many terrible things with that. But anyways, I'm going down memory lane to try to distract myself from the chimney. That's not good enough to do. We want to stick to Jump King stuff, or at least anything else that anyone can bring my attention to, so that I'm not completely bored out of my mind doing this. Oh, I'm not bored. I'm just tired of doing the same jump. Over and over the same jumps. You get good at some of the other ones, but the ones you can't figure out, you do not become good at. Ever. Because you haven't figured it out. Because you are trying all the time, and you have to do 1,000 jumps to try out the one jump. There's not one, but 2 overly difficult jumps. Into the sewers. Well, climbing again for the 50th time. Hello, Parlay. How are you? Yes, it is a happy weekend. I'm gonna do stuff this weekend. How about you? Your weekend going well? How nice of you to drop in on the stream. Jumpity and jump, jump, jump. How close are we to the jumps? 3 jumps away from 10,000. My fingers ache. This be 10,000? I thought I'd get an achievement or something. Apparently not. Child's play. Everyone else has done 300 billion jumps. Measly 10,000. Just a little carpal tunnel. It wouldn't even need surgery. It's nothing special. Yes, I make VTubers. Well, technically yes. I've made my VTube model and my friend Silence model, who I would normally be playing with today, but he's sickly. Probably the pollen and nasty things out there. Yes, I do unorthodox models. The abstract and different. Maybe updating my model a little bit. Not a lot. That'd be taking some time and stuff. I also do VTube model tutorials and stuff on my YouTube channel, explaining how easy it is for people and stuff, since a lot of people thought it was hard. I thought it would be impossible to make my own model. I was so intimidated by the idea, but I had imagination thinking, oh, it would be so nice if I could do that, if I had that power. Oh, you do it too. Neat. What kind of models do you make? Or stuff do you do, for that matter? I'm always interested in other people that do similar things. No, I me the jump pad. Yep. So you do a lot in the rigging then, if you do the animation too. I've always wanted to start working on animation ideas and cartoons, but eventually everybody around me stopped getting bored of the stuff that they got me into doing, so I never got inspired in doing all the animation and fun stuff I want to do. I have this great cartoon ideas and stuff I want to do. I try to figure ways to make them simple and easy as well. Honestly, I find the rigging to be the most fun part with making a model. I am terrible with art. I am horrible. I don't even know how I made my model look the way it looks already. I'm bad with art. I can do small little bits and pieces here and there, but people especially, oh, I'm terrible with it. I considered making a model for the market and stuff, but it's going to be a robot. It's not going to be a person. Yes, complete from scratch. I hate that part, but I do make them from scratch. I've made 2 models. I've worked on 4, and did the animations for 2 others and all that. I'm very whimsical when I make my stuff, so it wasn't like I was like, I'm some experienced guy who did a lot of art and stuff and has a lot of background and stuff. I'm like a person who has like all these small random talents. And then out of nowhere, I'm like told, you should be a VTuber with me and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, sure. So anyways, 2 weeks later, I have my model made and ready and animated. As you see right now, this is my first model. Could be quite updated. This was made with the live, the free Live 2D limitations and everything too. Since I don't have my face obscured with all the model stuff, I had plenty of parameters to use to include VBridger. Which is allowing me to have the more articulated communication in mouth. I've always wondered if I should start doing videos on like streams on making V2 models and stuff too. I do not do 3D models. Have I had experience with it? Technically not. I used to play this game way back in the day called Second Life. It's practically a porno at this point now, but it used to be about creativity and joy and being childlike adults. Now it's just a creep fest. When people learn how to make models of pornographic material, the game went downhill. But before that point, back in its heyday, I would work with the blocks in there and make 3D things, and eventually had like a small bit of stuff and had to do it. But I also learned to do a little bit of animation with playing that game, and you had to import and stuff like that. So I had a little bit of background with 3D back in the day, which is probably why I got good at the 2D stuff a bit, with like rigging and animation and repositioning the heads and parts and stuff, with all that background from that game and stuff, because that was a creativity game in 3D. But now it's like I don't do 3D, unfortunately. Leave that to other people. I tried to learn Blender, just didn't mesh with me. Live 2D Cubism, oh, we meshed too well. So I do like animations with that and stuff. I've made a few animations with it. On my YouTube channel, I actually have a background I made within 5 days, and I animated it in like 1 day. Oh, 3D as well. Yeah, you're multi-doing it. Are you doing like 3D models and 2D models? Or just the 3D models with V2 models? Oh, multifunctional. So let me ask you this then. If you do 3D and 2D V2 models, do you feel that the knowledge you get from one helps with the other? Or do you think they're kind of more independent skills? So what do you consider to be the top model type? Do you think, what do you think is superior, 3D or 2D? Because you got so much you can do with 3D, but you have to have all this apparatus to really, like, utilize it and stuff. But in 2D, it takes a lot more skill to make it look good, because in 3D, you know, you got it good, but I feel like the 3D is all about the animation and also the hardware that someone has to utilize it. Since 3D is already something that you really can't, you know, outdo something done by like Square Enix or some super crew of like developers. But you can like give all these like, you know, extras and stuff that could be toggles and add-ons and interactions and stuff. And I think that's where a lot of 3D VTubers like shine. Finally, we're past the chimney again. Very happy now. Went the wrong way. Oh, finally back past the terrible parts. Ah, there we go. Oh. Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad drop. Oh, drat. I feel like if I do this... Well, I won't need a 3D model for myself. If I ever do that, I'd do it myself. I'm a whole, like, self-taught kind of guy that does his things and then shares, like, how to do that with other people. Like, I remember, like, how to put this? I'm not somebody that dreamed of becoming a V2 model and stuff. I'm a person that one day decided, I'll be a V2 model, and within 2 weeks, I made it. So how many VTube models have you made so far? Oh, you made that many then. I keep messing up that jump. Okay, that was not that bad a drop. I've been wanting to get into finding ways to start doing rigging work for other people and all, but I kind of feel like I want to increase my portfolio first. I've got a little bit of portfolio, but because certain people have not decided to debut, which is kind of a bad thing to show off their model first or whatnot. If it gets to August and he still hasn't freaking debuted, I'm showing off his freaking model to people, though. I didn't make the model or do the initial animations, but I have a little, like, little roll I made of me improving his animations and stuff and giving him his turns and everything like that. Wait a second. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! There was a slight ledge there. No! I might check that out. I might check out your portfolio and stuff. That's cool. Do you show them off in like videos and stuff on YouTube? Oh my god, there's gotta be something I'm missing. Wait. That's what I'm missing. Oh, cool, I might check that out. Is it under the same username you got on Kick? No. Oh! Oh! You dreadful game! Cool, I'll definitely check that out. I like watching stuff like that. I also like, I've also gotten to that point of like where you do enough like rigging and stuff where you start like seeing people's like work and you're starting to you start getting inspired to on how they pull off their bits and start trying to incorporate like different techniques into your model making and stuff. Do you have any specialty you do with your model making? Do you have like a type of model you always make or specialize with, or do you just go anything that people ask you to? Like, I consider myself a creator of the unorthodox, a different route than everyone does, the oddity, the weirdos, you know, different things are my specialty. Oh, cool. Ah, you do a whole variety then, huh? Oh, you got the full-on set going. Yes, that's cool. I've never been good at the whole branding part. I'm very bad at that. I'm just good at... I'm more of a doer than a shower, I should say. But I've learned in life that it's all about branding more than skill, even though the branding and skill have to both be good. But in the end, skill never beats out to the branding capacity and marketing and everything else. It's how you market what's good that makes things great. It's like when I started doing YouTubing. I noticed like my first videos, all I had was a blank background just showing off the model, and I realized a model's boring. And so within 5 days, I animated and created my own live 2D model as a background. That was crazy. I still use it for my other videos, showcasing and teaching people on like live 2D stuff like that. I also try to do all those videos on the subject matter that people have a difficulty of making their own V2 model. Because everyone thinks it's hard and difficult, but I figured out what was difficult, ways around that, and figured that out, and try to make a series of videos that simplify it for people and make it so that newcomers could get into making their own V2 models for the first time without any problem whatsoever. Not getting seen very much, but I do believe the information is correct and good. That's kind of what I specialize in, was explaining things to people, because my mind doesn't quite work like everyone else, so it can kind of discover things that other people aren't good with. Well, unfortunately, all the friends that was going to join me with the whole VTube thing, they kind of, we were going to do a whole thing together. There's going to be a lot of information and traveling, so... Well, that's always interesting. Maybe if I get to the point of where I can actually utilize that, maybe I'll look into your assistance. I'm just not good with the branding. Gotta get enough going first. I don't know how hard it is to find people that need a VTube model animator and stuff. I think it's quite necessary for people, especially when you're like the pro bono kind like me, but it's really hard for me to find people that way. I think I'm actually going to make a video this weekend on that, talking about the social anxieties of introductions and stuff that I have such a hard time with. Because that's where it all comes down to. Meeting new people, talking to them, getting started and stuff. All my friends who needed help and stuff don't need help or decided not to care about it and everything else. So I'm just left here working my own model on occasions, but I get so bored and burnt out. And I'm just now realizing, like, the kind of channel workload stuff to do while also doing streaming and then forgetting which games to stream to. I've got some big plans, but I haven't quite enacted on them yet. First up is some simple V2 model updates I'm doing. Then I'm going to work eventually on hands and stuff because I'm eccentric and I got to do crazy things. That's not a good spot. That's not a good spot. Undershot. Smashed my head incorrectly. Undershot again. Back to the sewers. It's a question with your V2 model making himself there. Parley, I don't know if is it Amy, me, or Parley? What do you go by there? Usernames are always so hard to work with, since everyone has to put so many things just to have anything, because the internet has already picked every name out there in existence, haven't they? But let me ask you, what do you think your best part of making the model? Like, what do you think you specialize in when it comes to making and rigging and setting up the V2 model? Do you think, is there anything you particularly enjoy that you do a lot of? For myself personally, I'm an objective creator, so like the easiest part for me, my entire model, is what people find very think were like the more difficult part. It's the mask. I like updating it too occasionally, adding little small flares to it. I got a higher definition version I'm about to put into my model in a week or two, probably within 2 weeks. Probably guaranteed within 2 weeks I'll be having my mask updated. That's my favorite part. The kind of working with my model. Which will probably change when I finally get to 2.0 with my model. Because that is in the design phase of sorts. But I'm trash with art. So it takes me so long to get there. Am I suddenly bad at this jump? It's not even a bad one to be bad at either, but it's just bad. That missed every possible way that I could avoid pain. Again, back to pain. Well, at least I'm getting better at this one jump. Could be so much worse. Finally. Back to the berg. Back to the berg. Oh. I mean, at least I haven't been bored completely. Always good when something gives me a nice chat. Especially about feature models. Passion drives the world. Damn it. Curses! Curses again. I don't know if I should feel good about passing the chimney that well. Because eventually it's not going to be that well. Oh dear. This just makes me sad. How many jumps have we done since? Okay, we've done 878 since that point. Ugh, 1/2 second off. Again. Oh no. After the first hour, I get hooked into this game. I can't explain it. It's like I want the pain. I don't get it. I don't understand one bit what's going on with me. This compulsion to jump. Is it because I kept jumping. Well, I shouldn't. Why? Why did I do that? I don't know why. Is it so I can jump more? I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why I was doing it that way. Oh, so crazy and insane. Now all of a sudden I'm good again. Then I'm bad. Then I'm good. Then I make mistakes. Then I make good mistakes. Then I make terrible mistakes. Could have been so much worse there. Could have been so much worse. It's been a long time since starting. I mean, we've gone somewhere. We've scared the crow away again. That's the win, right? Right? It's got to be a win. You know, scaring the crow with the coin. Yeah. Could be worse. Could have been worse. We haven't been at the bottom of the sewers in a while, and I considered that a win. See, we're doing better now. We're doing better. Oh, thank goodness. We're now up to this again. The Great Frontier. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, yes! Oh, falling back there. Much happier. Oh, I missed it by an inch. No. Oh, no, no, oh, no! We're back to the keep. Back to the kitchen. Back to the kitchen with me. Ah, it's off by an inch. You guys saw that, right? Not just me. Well, it's just me. It's just me being terrible. All right. I really think I need to get the chat onto the videos eventually. I need better moderation stuff for it. Who knew? Oh, double draft. Oh well. Could be worse. We've made progress. That's all that really matters in this. Oh, that's okay. That's right. The overshot wasn't nearly as bad as the undershotting. Go too low, go back. Go too high, go back. Less. Ah, no, 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 no. Ah. Accidentally jumped. Let go too early. And bounced over there. Hit the buttons wrong again. Oh well. We're starting to get tired. It's just fatigue. We all know this happens. Been like, what, hour, 20 minutes? Well, not quite hour 20 minutes. Close to an hour and 20 minutes. Hour and 15 so far. Yeah, get better. It just makes sure everything's going well. Okay. I have to be certain and check my streams occasionally. Just because there's that huge risk of me, what is it? My model freezes. It hasn't happened in a while, and ever since I properly upgraded my drivers and stuff. I've been having V2 Studio problems for a while. Man, I haven't had them in a while, updating that driver and stuff, and everything's going so much better now. Might have been all my issues in the first place. Driver issues. That's a terrible thing when you find out the problem is just something simple. Well, that's not... Top better, bottom bad. Top better, bottom bad. You know, I've been wondering lately if I should change the times of my streams, even the days sometimes. I feel like I start a little too early. Everyone's still at work, they haven't gotten off yet. Well, on the West Coast. The East Coast are off at everything else, but, you know, they've just gotten home, they don't care. You know how it goes. And everyone shows up a lot later, usually. Sometimes we have days like today where we have somebody show up quite early in comparison to other times, which is quite nice. Oh, Frontier again. Yes. Oh, no. Oh. Whew. Ooh. Okay. We're all good. We're not good. We're not good. No, 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 I missed it. We missed the good stuff, guys. We missed the good stuff. We miss all the good drops. No, ooh. I'll be honest with you, Ron, I don't know if I'll last the full 2 hours today. I've just got other things on mind and stuff. Not bad things. Like model updates and stuff and plans for video for once. I never have. You know how it goes. We're gonna last a while. I'm not gonna stop yet. I mean, I always say, like, I don't think it'll last 2 hours. 3 hours later. Might have been wrong about all that. Think about it, though. Every jump is just the right amount of time held for each spot, right? So, in the end, the game's not even truly difficult. You just have no clue what you're doing. I found something! It might be a shortcut. You shall never make it to the Babe of Legend. Even if you succeeded, she would refuse you. You are doomed to fail. I read it in your soul. But I'm safe here. We have the... Oh, we had jumped to the left. Bright Crown Woods. Oh my gosh. Well, we don't have to fall into the other stuff anymore. We found a new way out. Oh, this is awful. You can't reposition. We have music, everyone! Music! Look at that. We can move here. Oh no. Rat again! Alright, that's good. you know. Ah. This is a different kind of hard. Oh, it is? It's DLC region. Well, I found it out of nowhere, and I don't want to go back to the sewers. Wait. Game has DLC? I don't know. I just don't want to go back to the sewers anymore. It smells. Smells of regret and bad skill. Aha! There we go. Oh. Ah. I don't know what the white bird is for, but I'm guessing it's for something. Ah. The rat. Eh. Making me hit Christmas a little. It just has that Christmas theme to it, but it's better than Christmas stuff, because I hate Christmas stuff. Christmas stuff is always terrible. Just gotta remember, just snow. It's just snow. No Christmas or Saint Nick involved. All these bad jumps I'm making, but the problem is you have to reposition by bouncing yourself everywhere like a bumbling idiot. Not that you aren't in this game. Oh, this is... Oh, that's a block. Oh. I always hope there'd be something there. Ah! Ah! Again! Avoid the foolish mistakes. Oh, too much. We can do this. It could be worse, right? Ah. Yeah, I'm noticing that's the only way is just to bounce yourself. Ah. But it's so much harder than it looks. Oh, drat. Well, we're back to the bottom, but it's fine, it's fine. It's not the sewers. That's all that I care about. It's a brand new jumping experience with a brand new bottom. There we go. No. Oh, grat. That's, well, could be worse. Ah. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, that's not good. I'm just happy there's a little music ambience that just completely ended. Why did the music stop? Oh, thank God. I was expecting to be another one of those terrible, ambience places. Oh, nasty! Nasty, 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 nasty. Did not expect that. Nor that, but oh well. We're just here. Perfect. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well. Never mind. The ice. The ice is horrifying. Oh no, that means everything above its ice. I might want to go back to the sewers after this. All right. Oh. Okay. Oh no. It could be worse. Everything could be worse. We're fine. All right. too far to say. I can't see the tops of everything because it's all drawn in. I don't know what counts for a bottom or a platform or a top. I don't know. And that makes this a lot harder. Plus, you're submerged in snow the entire time. Ah. I threaded the needle. I threaded the needle. Anyone else have that kind of thing happen? You're playing a game, and you're like, wow, what's the worst can happen? God's like, I'll show you. I'll show you the worst that can happen. Back to the start! You thought you would only fall a little bit. You thought you were safe. You thought there was only so far you could fall that you found a safe spot. No, no, no. You found the worst spot. There is no good spot for you. Anyone else born under a dark star where always the worst luck will happen to you, no matter what? I mean, that was all me right there. It's all my failure. Then again, new area, new skills, new knowledge. It's all different. I should just accept that. This is like something you spend weeks on, isn't it? Trying to figure it all out and get it going right. I would like to know what the average amount of time for some regular person to beat this game would be. Like what's a normal person beating time, you think? Oh. I know. I tried not to thread the needle so that I could, This is going to be awful with this ice if what you're saying is real. Don't scare me with your words and logic, Ors. With how I'm gonna have to jump in the other direction to cancel. Oh, why couldn't they give us a tutorial ice piece to work on instead of the world's smallest brick of ice? I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out. Ooh, that. Threading the frickin' needle. Go. Okay, calm down. Yeah. It really is, isn't it? I kind of feel like my skill with like jumping is a lot better after this. It's also kind of like it feels safe. It's the best way to put it. I don't fall back into the sewers. I just fall back in deeper snow. Definitely a place to help with accuracy, though. Just like you said, Ors. All right. Oh. It's a lot of ways to jump up compared to the original pathways, too. No, no. Threaded the wrong needle. On the plus side, I can't accidentally walk off the edge here, which I have done so many times before. All right. Back up top. So wish there's more checkpoints at places like this. You know, it's nice not to have to go back to the sewers. Hello, Fab. How you doing? Nice of you to show up to watch me having pain and misery again. I'm not doing New Bay Plus. I walked into a wall and it was here. I don't know. You think I'm trying to do something new? Oh no, I walked into this. This is Bay regular, man. I'm not doing New Bay Plus. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new to all of this. I have not looked up anything on Jump King except seeing it's about jumping. I don't even know if I've watched, You think I should go back to the regular then? I should go back to the regular play instead of the, Snow Realm? Back down we go then. Back to the chimney. There we go. Ah, it's hard to get up these stairs than you think. See, I just found it here. I made a misjump and bounced to the side and saw there was no wall. So I went there. But now I have all the snow seals to help me with this. I'll be invincible now after... I'll be invincible. No one can stop me now. Except me. Well, it's interesting just to fall into it. I just don't want to go back to the sewers is all. I keep falling back there again and 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 again. especially when I get tired. As you can tell, I'm starting to get tired. It has been an hour and 50-minute stream so far. I really should probably push my time forward for when I do my streams. I probably start too early. Yeah, probably start too early. What am I doing? I accidentally made it. Nothing's weirder than when you think you are doomed to fail and you make it. Of course, I guess that's how you learn new techniques and tricks in games. What's at the bottom of that? And that would have knocked me all the way back to the kitchen. Ah, there we go. Okay. I think I was doing too much snow jumping. Everything is new to me again. I can move around and manipulate my movements better. Oh no, why did I... Oh well. No important drop. No truly worse and horrible thing to go through. It's fine. Why did I walk that way? Okay. I am getting fatigued. And that's bad. Ah. Started too early. Oh. Okay. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Why not? I should have done better. No, it was actually harder that way. Ooh. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. There we go. That statue jump always gets me nervous. You gotta get it exact. I mean, I've done it so much now it's a little bit easier, but it's still... Oh no, that's trouble. Oh, back to the statue jump. Oh, I don't like that. I can see the sewers. It's awful. Oh, not near the sewers again. Not again. I'll be a better jumper. Don't let me do it. I don't want to be near the sewers anymore. I'm tired at the beginning of this level. I'm honestly just plain tired at this point. Oh, man, this 7 hours of trying to climb this place. Seven hours of something that people have beaten in 4 minutes. Which is very funny to think about, you know? It just tells me how terrible I am at the game. Failure. That's all I am. Horrible failure. It'd be funny if the more you jump, like, you don't even realize your character slightly gets better at jumping every time. You can make larger jumps or something like you know, your calves would just be ripping at this point. I mean, it was already got ginormous head-sized legs, but you get my point. They could be so much bigger. I saw something. But I noticed something there. I noticed right there at the chimney, almost as if the sliding was almost there. So what if, instead of going back, we go forward? I feel there's a higher success rate on that. Never can get that one rebound well. Oh, that's just me being bad at the game. For sure. How long did it take all you guys to finish this game when you beat it the first one? Like, how many hours do you think you spent jumping to beat this game? I'm not talking fastest run either. I'm asking how, like, long in general before you finally got to the top. No. No. The sewers. The sewers. Just check some stuff while my face is planted on the ground. Alright. Just gotta make sure everything, you know, it's going right, nothing froze. Okay. Ah. No. Ah. Oh my. That was awful accident right there. That was an awful accident. You guys see that? Horrible. Horrible. My word. Oh, almost had another accident. That was good. At least I got through that. At least I got through that. Oh. Right. Again. And we fell to the very bottom. Should we go on, everyone? Or should I break for now with this? Who knows if I even get back to it at this level. But we are at the same spot we've been every time right now. What do you guys think? Should we keep the stream going, or is it a good time to call it? I should at least get to the top, right? I just went back further. I've been doing this about 2 hours, though. Might be almost ready time to quit. Yeah, starting to really get bad at this. love the jump I never fail. Oh, yeah. I have faded in capacities after an hour and 7 minutes now, or 2 hours and 7 minutes of constant jumping. Also, everyone let me know if it's if I should start streaming a little later too. I kind of feel like everyone that watches my content comes on about 2 hours after I stream, which is close to when I stop streaming. So I'm thinking I should be more mainstream for hours and times compared to trying to get the early rush. Wow, I am really bad at the beginning right now. That's new. Look at this. I'm not even getting past the red. See? See? I'm getting terrible right now. That's what happens. That's what happens. Oh, I'm terrible right now. Okay. I should get to Bargansville. I don't think I'd make it to Bargansville. Oh, thank God. I hate that jump right there. It's so simple, so easy. And yet I can make it well. Oh. Well, at least we're back at the kitchen. That's better than it was before a minute ago when I was back at the, yeah, the forest. I am definitely fading it out. Let's see how far we can go while fading. I'm getting so bad at that. I just don't want to start any new days. And the... this is where I do not want to start my next session. Period. You know, I always feel pain playing this game, but I remember it so fondly the next day. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to stream more Jump King. And then I start streaming, I'm like, this is painful. So painful. But that's just how these kind of games are anyways. Addictive, memorable, but painful. I am overshooting. I don't want to stop here, but everyone, I feel my fingers have lost all mobility after 13,206 jumps, of which 4,000 were today. So, I believe this will be where we call it. I'm tired. My fingers are unresponsive. And it's getting painful in more than one way for playing this game. And I'm talking the, not just metaphysical, the literal physical is getting hard. So, I will be calling it here today for the stream, everyone. Thank you for showing up. I may be pushing my streams from 6 Central to 8 Central sometime soon. But I'm unsure there. I'll have my schedule changed on my Twitch and YouTube and Kick and everything. So when I get the decision what to do, when to do it, I'll be changing it then. As always, the VODs will be available for a week on Kick and Twitch and indefinitely on YouTube if you want to check out the stream. So I'll be ending this here today, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been a blast otherwise because of you guys talking to me through the monotony of jumping. So thank you a lot. Anyways, I will see you guys all in the next stream, video, or whatever content.